If you want to create a larger version of this basic square, you can continue by peyote stitching around the entire square for one round. So the normal peyote stitching, and when we get to the corners we just go through the single bead that sticks out. And you continue like this until you get to the step up, and I will join you there. Here we are adding the last seed bead on a side. And we will step up like this. For step 7 we are going to increase 3 seed beads for the corners, and we just continue to peyote stitch the sides. So here at the corners we add 3 seed beads, and push it down in the middle one, and we just continue like that. At the corner again, pick up 3 seed beads and go through the next one from the sides. And you can continue with the other 2 increases, and I'll join you at the last stitch of this row. Here we are adding the last increase on the last corner, and here we have to step up like this, and this is the square at the end of step 7. For step 8 we continue peyote stitching the sides, and we are going to do a 2 beads increase for the corners. So we go through the first seed bead of the cluster, we add 2 seed beads for the corner, go through the third seed bead of the cluster, and we just make sure that the seed beads sit nicely one on top of the other, and we just continue like that. Peyote stitch the sides, pick up a seed bead, go through the one that sticks out from the previous row, and when we get to the last seed bead on the side we go through the first seed bead of the cluster of 3, and then we add 2 seed beads for the increase, and you can continue, and we'll see again at the last seed bead on this row. Here we have the last increase from step 8. 2 seed beads, go through the third one, and peyote stitch the sides. And here we have the last increase, 2 seed beads, and here we have the step up, so we go through 2 seed beads at once. And here we have the square at the end of step 8. For step 9, we are going to do peyote stitching on the sides and increases of 2 seed beads on the corners. So we go through the first seed bead of the corner, and 2 seed beads, and we make sure that they are sitting parallel, and peyote stitch, and we continue like this. I'll meet you at the last seed bead of the row when we have to do the step up. So here we end the side, and we are adding the last 2 seed beads for the corner increase. We make sure the seed beads do not twist. Here we have 1 more seed bead, and now that you see that gap, this indicates that we have to step up here. To make sure that you have stepped up correctly, you just count the seeds that stick out on the sides to make sure that you have the same number when you think that the row has ended. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, and 2, 4, 5. This means that indeed we have finished step 9. And now we continue with step 9, yes, and step 10 we are just going to peyote stitch on the sides and add only one seed bead in the corners. So just like this, one seed bead in the corner, and then just peyote stitch all around. And you can continue, and we meet each other at the end for the final step up. Here we are adding the last seed bead on the last side of the square, followed by the last increase of 1, and this is not the last side, we still have 1, so we will work this one together. Just peyote stitch, and the last seed bead on the side. Now we have the last increase in the corner, and we prepare for the ending of the square. We need to identify where the step up is. As you've seen, it moves. And here we have the step up. We see the big gap, and we go through both of them at once. And we check again the number of the seed beads that stick out to make sure that we were okay. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, 6. And in this moment, this is the square as finished square, and you can weave in the thread. Just make sure that you are following the same path of the thread. Okay, and after that you just trim, and the same we try to weave in the tail, and we do it like this, and now we can trim, and this is your closed square. Obviously you can play with the colors as you wish, but to try to learn it properly, stay with 2 colors, one for the increases and one for the sides.